Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 7th episode of Isekai Quartet. Now, last episode, it was time to give everyone kind of their own role. There is some fighting, of course, because, naturally there would be. In the end, Emilia got to be class rep, Ainz and Albedo got to be vice class rep, and we got, like, Aqua, Aura, and Subaru for animal care, Megumin, and, somebody else was, like, on the, on the intercom. We got, Darkness, and Cocutus, and I think Weiss was on that one as well for the gym stuff. And I think the most notable one was probably the disciplinary committee, which you had Tanya, Kazuma, and Demiurge, in which, of course, Kazuma got bullied. Similar to how Cocutus got bullied by Darkness on the gym front. But anyway, yeah, we got all that decided. We only really got to see what was up with the gym stuff and the disciplinary stuff for the most part. There's definitely some others I'd like to see, like the nurse's office, for instance, with Shaltir and Rem, because that sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. That's just a lot of fun. Anyway, yeah, let's just get in this episode. Hopefully, we get some of the other groups, see some of what they're doing. That's kind of what I'm hoping. Where my hopes are right now. I want to see some of that. So hopefully that's the case. So 3, 2, 1, play. Really, I imagine it would be hard to be class rep for that class. I believe it. Exactly. Yeah, Puck is on points. I kind of heard that in her voice, yeah. That's a good word for it. Very unique. Maybe not the best word, but the nicest. Uh, I guess that's true. Although I think Tanya calls you half elf in the ED song. We don't really get many scenes like this in this show. It's a nice scene, though. Well, now you get to enjoy the happy school life. But seriously, we really don't give these kind of like well, it's not really a single character because Puck was there too. But you know what I mean, like a scene that could be mistaken for being part of their particular show. You know, it was just Amelia in a room talking about her own stuff. And it wasn't even really a comedic scene or anything. It was just Amelia's happy to be here, which is nice. It's just a different kind of scene than we usually get for this show. Isekai Quartet. Carry out class rep. Yeah, how is doing that with Aqua? Is that fun? Well, Aqua's there, so. Well, yeah, I guess he's here too. Did not know that. But yeah. Yes, I remember that. I was just thinking about that. Let's not eat Subaru. He'll have to resurrect at the last save point, and we don't know where that is. Well, there's Aura. Pretty sure Aqua's on this team too. I remember her complaining about it. I'm not sure we want the kind of popularity. I'm not sure I believe you. Calm down, Rem. He's cool. Let's not kill the animals we're supposed to take care of. Yes, you are. Well, in this school, you would think that would be pretty common, injuries. That's a good point. You were clearly injured. Seriously, Subaru. I think that's worth it. Yes, I remember that too. Very fitting for her. Yeah, nothing much changes for her. We all know you're the most sane one here, Beatrice. Okay, I did not remember who was with her. So yeah, Mada should be fine. Her. Her, she says. Okay. Okay. I don't blame her for thinking that's a girl, though. A very cute trap. Speaking of... Yeah, come on, Mada, you can run faster than that. Chibiko, they're a lot older than you are. Subaru is nothing if not amazing. Okay. I mean, yeah, they're on the same team, so they should be getting closer. It makes sense. Yes, please take steps to avoid me getting consumed. Wow. That's not cool. And there's Made, who, of course, gets along with Beatrice, so... I want to see Sheltier and Rem interact. I need to see that. I need that in my life, you don't even know. Well, yeah, she's class rep, gotta work hard. Such a simply drawn sky. Megumin. Oh, I love you, Megumin. Poor guy. Yeah, just... Please let us see some Rem and Sheltier and their shenanigans. I need that. Of course, what he asked first. You could probably offer them a teleporter to get them back to the normal worlds. They probably like that. Yeah, Subaru, the Amelia yes man. What do you mean, these people? All that. We're all friends. God, can't forget that Sama. He's your superior after all. Indeed. Very much true. It still counts. Yeah. Well, of course she's gonna be a yes woman for Heinz. Yeah, maybe. Okay, definitely becoming friends here. Subaru and Heinz are holding hands. What? Oh. Oh, he actually can see that? Is he actually gonna do something here? Wow. God damn it, Albedo. Not the time. Okay, so he was just sensing it, I guess. The show is full of new experiences, which is what's so great about it. uh, okay. Yeah, a little bit scary. Yeah, we're fondling each other's chests. That's great over here. Oh, you're actually gonna leave the school? Oh, a beach episode in this anime, really? I can't even imagine. It's already episode like 7, so we're gonna do it. Now it's a good time. Yeah. Aku TBT. I love that you said that. Like what, tag? She said it again. What? Say it one more time, Amelia. Say it one more time. Uh, I mean, he said it before in the main show. No. This show. Like I said, the best thing about the show is the new experiences, you know. I never thought a day would come when I would see Bynes and Subaru shake hands. There's just no shortage of little things like that in this show. Or just hearing Nine say Amelia's name, that alone got a chuckle out of me. I love the CD so much. If it wasn't in like the super 8-bit format, it was just like, you know, their normal selves. It would probably be the best thing I ever saw in my life. If it was actually fully animated with the proper sprites, for lack of a better term. Yeah, okay. So that was the 7th episode of Isekai Quartet. And this was one of the better episodes, I would say. We got lots of good conversations between characters. First, we just had Amelia kind of monologuing to herself in her room. Well, I guess he was technically talking to Puck, but, you know, Puck, he's just kind of the package with Amelia. Don't really consider him his own existence too much. But I do like Puck, though. He's just a floating little kitty cat, the spirit, you know, kind of with Amelia. But yeah, she's here. She wants to do her best job as the class rep. I keep wanting to call her student council president, but that's not what she is. She's the class rep in show. It's a different thing. But, you know. So she's really just happy to have this whole school life, which is kind of the idea of the whole show, really. You know, there's all these characters. Some of them never got to experience a school life. Some of them experienced it before and then lost it because they were isekai'd. You know, they were either hit by a truck or just teleported away or whatever. So, you know, and they all get to experience that now together, you know, and also, yeah, the characters that didn't get to experience that before because they did not get isekai. They always lived in their fantasy setting world. They never got to experience, you know, modern day Japanese high school life. So now they can do that, and they can, as a result, they can kind of relate more to the character that was isekai into their world, you know. As an example, you know, Kazuma, he came to that world. You know, he had a back. He went to school like this before, but Megumi and Aqua, they have no idea about. Well, Aqua might. Megumi and Darkness have no idea about that kind of life that he lived before, so they had no real context to it if he ever talked about it. Now that they've come over to this world, and if in the future Kazuma tells stories about his past, you know, they're like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about because they've now experienced that. So that's pretty cool. Of course, none of this is canon, so you know, it's whatever. But it's still interesting to think about. Definitely. Yeah, anyway, we got some, like I said, I was hoping to get a little bit more of the whole group activities, and we did get some. We didn't get the nurse one. We talked about the nurse one, but we didn't actually get to see anything, because like Rem said, nobody's going to go there unless they're injured, which it should be a matter of time, right? I mean, we already had a fight pretty early on between Aqua and Ein, so fights should break out fairly regularly, even if there are consequences to them, they'd probably still happen. Or just, you know, accidents. It's possible, you know, somebody just messing around with their magic and boom, things blow up. So there should be trips to the nurse's office. So I'm still holding my breath. We better get that at some point. I need to I need to see Nurse Rem and Nurse Sheltier work together to heal someone. I need that. You don't understand how much I need that. It's just a couple of my favorite characters together working as just I gotta see that. I just have to. Anyway, we didn't get to see it yet, which is unfortunate. But what we did get to see is the animal care one, which had Subaru and Aura. But I'm pretty sure Aqua's on that team too. So I'm 99% sure Aqua's on that team too. So it's weird that she wasn't there. I guess, I mean, she didn't want to do it. She very clearly did not want to do it when she first got the job. Even though Cosmo was like, ah, it's perfect for you, you know. So I guess it's not super shocking that she wasn't there, but she should be. Kind of the point. But yeah, Hamusuke seems to like Subaru, just trying to take a chop out of him. And Subaru just like, hey, you're a big hamster, way bigger than anyone I've ever seen. And as he said that, I thought about, yeah, the competition with Ian. So Ian said, yeah, I've seen hamsters like you. They're just not as big. They're just little guys. And that kind of makes it difficult for him to reproduce with a hamster, of course. But, you know, I'm sure he'd still like to meet some of his own species if he can. But yeah, I just kept trying to eat poor Subaru, but that's how it goes sometimes. If Subaru was eaten, he would just come back as he usually does. So I'm kind of surprised they haven't done that gag yet, like have him die and come back, but I guess that might be too dark for a chibi comedy series spinoff, maybe, but I don't know, it's hard to say. But we did bring it up to a degree with Ainz, but that was later on. So yeah, he's getting along pretty well with Aura because they're on the same team. And of course, getting along with Hamsuke as well. And on the same note, we have Beatrice and Mare, who are on the library team together, who are also getting along pretty well. Beatrice, who doesn't seem to like a lot of people, seems to like Mare quite a bit. Thinks Mare's a girl, of course, but not surprising when wearing a skirt and all that, but still. And of course, acts very feminine. So none of that's too shocking, it's just kind of funny, because as the audience, we know that that's not the case. It's just their gimmick is that they're twins and they both cross-dress, and it's funny, you know. But I don't think everyone here is aware of that, so that's pretty great. Anyway, they're pretty close. They're pretty getting closer. We're seeing people start to break out of their individual bubbles, right? The whole point of this exercise was that people from different worlds would interact with each other. That's why they were spread out so much. You know, the Overlord people, well, Demir specifically actually mentioned that before, and he thought of it in a way of like, yes, divide and conquer, but the intent of it is to divide and make friends. So that's kind of what we're doing here. And it seems to be working. You know, like I said, there are friendships on both those sides. And I mean, Megumin and whoever she's with, that's not going too well. Megumin's having fun, you know, on the intercom. I mean, Cosmo made a comment about being perfect for her, and I guess we're starting to see why. She just likes to give speeches and stuff, you know. So that's pretty perfect for her. The problem is she goes a little bit overboard, you know. The power goes over her head. That's the only real problem. But, you know, she's having fun. That's what matters most. Yeah, I think the last thing was just the class rep and the two vice class reps talking to Subaru about what to do, because Milia wants everyone to have fun. She wants everyone to have a fun school life together, which is very much understandable. Subaru went in there to get help with that, and you got Albedo, Ainz, Emilia, and Subaru all in a room together, so that was obviously going to be a pretty fun result because of that. So Ainz and Subaru are getting along pretty well because, once again, this is an example of people that came from the same world, so there's that connection there. And we're shaking hands, and Albedo's getting mad because Subaru does not prefer Ainz with enough respect, and Ainz fondles Subaru and not her. So that's kind of what her issues are. But it's all working out for the most part. And Roswell actually brought up a field trip like to the beach, which is something I did not expect. I did not expect a beach episode in this show because, I mean, it's a chibi art style, so there's what you get out of a beach episode in this case is a little bit limited, if you know what I mean. But it's still gonna be very fun. I definitely would look forward to it. So if we're seriously gonna get that, it's really crazy to think about because you just a beach episode with characters like Amelia, Megumi, Albedo, Shaltir, Aqua, all of them together in a beach in swimsuits. Like, I never thought I would ever see anything like that aside from maybe, you know, in a very crazy doujinshi or fanfiction or something. And yet that's a realistic possibility next week. So that's honestly pretty crazy to think about. And that's still the main appeal of this show is just all these things that you never thought would ever happen in a million years, and they just happen right in front of you. Like it's the most natural thing in the world. You have Aqua arguing with Ainz, and just it's pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm still hoping we get some Rem, Shaltir, and Nurse stuff. Just I know I haven't said that enough, but I just wanted to say that one last time before I wrap this up, because that is pretty much everything to really say on the episode. And Rem got plenty of screen time, which I appreciate. Maybe not as much as Amelia, but that's fine. Amelia didn't get a whole lot of screen time in the show, and then ReZero, you know, relative to her importance, so I guess it's fine. Oh yeah, I can't believe I almost forgot to mention that. Yeah, Ainz actually got to see the darkness around Subaru's heart, so that, I wonder if anything will come of that. I mean, obviously, again, this isn't canon. He's not going to fix Subaru's problem, and then in season 2 of ReZero, it's like, yay, I'm all better. Thanks to Ainz, that's not gonna happen. But it's just interesting, you know. I thought he was actually going to do something for a second, like, because he saw it, but then he started to reach out towards it, and like, oh, are you going to, like, crush the curse? Can you do that? Should you do that? Can you do that? But no, he didn't actually do it. I guess he was just trying to get a better inspection of it. You know, Albedo was not happy about any of that. But that's pretty cool they actually finally brought that up, because I think it's pretty sure that's the first time they gotten anywhere near close to mentioning Subaru's condition. Because Subaru can't talk about it, because he's not allowed to. So this is kind of the only way they could really bring that up, I guess, unless Subaru was just like monologuing to himself alone, I guess, which wouldn't have been fun. This was fun. Ainz actually got to see it, which makes sense because he's an undead. You know, he has his heart question ability that he used very early on in his own show. So yeah, it makes sense. So, yeah, anyway, my point is, good episode. If next episode is really going to be a beach episode, I'm definitely looking forward to it, so see you then. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.